How to make French toast. This is a topic I've seen online numerous times, however, they never seem to do it right. French toast in its own regard is a sweet, elegant, and very pleasing dish, but it never seems to get the respect that it deserves. This king of breakfast and brunch food needs to be honored in such a way that shows off its aesthetics and beauty when it comes to being eaten and shown off. And by the end of this video, I want to show you not only how to make the best French toast you ever had with a blueberry puree, but the only damn French toast that you'll ever want to eat.
Hey, what's up? My name is Chase Andy, and welcome to the channel. If you don't know, I'm on a mission to see the world and experience every possible cuisine along the way. I love food, I love to cook, and the art of it. So follow me on my journey of seeing the world and tasting all the many different flavors and foods it has to offer. So subscribe, because we're going to make plenty of memories on this blissful ride.
First things first, you need a good bread. You need a thick and voluptuous slice, or slices in this case. Pause. You also need that bread to be a day old, not pre-sliced, and have a high butter content. So respectfully, bro, that Wonder Bread just won't cut it. If you don't know what the day old bread means, it's just bread that sat out for a day and is hard and stiff enough to hold onto the custard. The bread itself also has to be made with extreme amounts of butter because it means more flavor, more complex taste, and a better flavor profile. So this needs to be a brioche or a challah. Now, if you don't have day old bread, just dry out bread in the oven on its lowest setting until it reaches a toast-like texture. Once you have that, we can move on to our next step, which is making the custard. Our custard is the heart and soul of our French toast. It's the difference between an orgasmic flavor experience, also pause, and a very forgettable meal. So please take it serious. To a bowl, you want to add in 3 whole eggs that are cracked, also delicately making sure not to break the yolk yet. After that, add in 2 egg yolks and whisk this together. Next, you want to add in 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, a pinch of kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of white sugar. In this case, I didn't have white sugar, we're going to use brown sugar. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and mix this in together. And for our final seasoning, you want to add in 1 tablespoon of nutmeg. For our wet ingredients, you want to add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And this is where our ingredients take a turn for the better. Lastly, you want to add in a half a cup of heavy cream and a 3/4 cup of hazelnut or French vanilla coffee creamer. The reason we're using coffee creamer is because while it's not traditional, it really adds an extra delicious flavor profile I was talking about earlier. It ensures a rich, warming, and sweet taste that really can make or break what you thought French toast should have been. Once you have this custard, set it to the side in the fridge with plastic wrap so we can work on our amazing puree. A great puree in French toast is the difference between you using syrup and you not. A sweet fruit jam, compound, or whatever you want to call it, allows the acid in the fruit to really break down all the sweet elements we already have in our bread, which in return makes the French toast a lot more palatable. So take this shit serious. Again, to start, you want to take a fresh and ripe blueberries and wash them to remove any impurities. Once washed, strain them to remove all water because a ton of water when making a thick puree is our worst enemy. Next, add those blueberries to the bowl and add in a half a cup of white sugar. Again, I didn't have white sugar, so just use brown sugar. You want to mix this sugar in. Mixing the sugar in ensures that our blueberries begin to sweat. What is sweating, you might ask? Sweating is the fruit removing any water from itself when met with salt or sugar. Over time, you see in the bowl, water beginning to leave the fruit and escape to the bottom of the bowl. This sweet juice is really amazing, but it's best if it leaves our fruit now before making this puree. Next, you want to grab a sauce pot and bring it to a low to medium heat. Add in your blueberries when the pot is at temperature and stir, making sure to break up the blueberries slowly. After about 10 to 15 minutes of stirring, you want to hand blend the blueberries, making sure to get them to a smooth texture or to your liking. Next, you want to add in a thickening agent, in this case it's cornstarch. Add in 1 part water and 1 part cornstarch and mix until combined. Once blended, let it reduce on the heat for another 5 minutes until it reaches a jam-like texture. This means it's able to leave clean streaks at the bottom of the pot where you can see the bottom when moving it around. Once it's reached this point, take it off the heat and let cool until we're ready to plate. This is our most important and most crucial step when embarking on our French toast masterclass, and this is the cooking of the French toast. Take your custard from earlier and your toast from earlier, and we're going to combine the two. Take one slice at a time and place them in a bowl of custard. You should let each slice of bread combine with the custard for a few seconds and then flip to repeat this process. We want to keep that firm texture, so letting them soak or sit for a longer duration will increase our sogginess of the French toast, and we really don't want that. To a medium non-stick pan over medium, you want to add in a generous amount of butter so our French toast can be greeted so gracefully with the pan. When the butter is completely melted, you want to place 2 pieces of French toast at a time and then add in another tablespoon of butter. The extra browned butter will make sure that the French toast doesn't burn when cooking, and it replaces the soaked up butter that the bread has already absorbed. After brown for 4 to 5 minutes, or whichever comes first, flip and repeat the process to the other side. Once done, take off the heat and generously toss in our cinnamon sugar mixture from earlier. Once completely coated, it's time to make our masterpiece and present this with proper plating. Plating is an art form. It's an expression of self and arguably what makes cooking fun. So watch as we create an engaging work of art. Take your favorite plate, for me it's this flat plate with a low lip, and using a spoon, place a dollop of puree onto the plate. Next, you want to stack your thick pieces of French toast onto the plate, making sure each corner is rotated so it gives it a modern architecture design. And then we're going to top this off with a slice of room temperature butter. At this step, you want to garnish the plate with some fresh blueberries, mint, or powdered sugar, but those are totally optional and truly up to your discretion. And just like that, we made your new favorite masterpiece, or what I like to call French toast. The symphony of flavors and balance of acidity and sweet will be one thing you'll never forget. Until next time, enjoy your brunch from Chase Andy. Don't forget to click the subscribe button in the menu and click to my right in about 5 seconds for many more videos you really will enjoy.